Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. हरि नाम संकीर्तन नमो सबकी जय, भक्त वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रबंध महाराज की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नवशुप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यां भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टुकी। Hare Krishna, welcome you all. We'll be taking from text 15 onwards, from Canto 2, Chapter 3, entitled Change of Heart. Allah. What happened? Ah, can you hear me now? So we shall be taking from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 3, text 15 onwards, entitled as The Change in Heart. Savai Bhagavato Raja Pandaveyo Maharatha Balakrin Kai Kridan Krishna Kridamya Adade Savai Bhagavato Raja Pandaveyo Maharatha Balakridan Kai Kridan Krishna Kridamya Adade Savai Bhagavato Raja Pandaveyo Maharatha Balakridan Kai Kridan Krishna Kridamya Adade. What meaning? Saha, he, Vai, certainly, Bhagavataha, a great devotee of the Lord, Raja Maharaj Parikshit, Pandavayaha, grandson of the Pandavas, Maharathaha, a great fighter, Bala, while a child, Kridan Kaihi, with play dolls, Kridan, playing, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Kridam, activity, Yaha, who, Adadade, accepted. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta, Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Maharaja Parikshit, the grandson of Pandavas, was from very childhood a great devotee of the Lord. Even while playing with the dolls, he used to worship Lord Krishna by imitating the worship of the family deity. Report. In Bhagavad Gita 6.41, it is stated that even a person who has failed in the proper discharge of yoga practice is given a chance to take birth in the house of a devout Brahmana or in the houses of a rich man like Kshatriya kings or rich merchants. But Maharaja Parikshit was more than that because he had been a great devotee of the Lord since his previous birth. And as such, he took his birth in an imperial family of the Kuru, and especially that of the Pandavas. So, from the very beginning of his childhood, he had the chance to know intimately the devotional services of the Lord Krishna in his own family. The Pandavas, all being devoted of the Lord, certainly venered family deities in the royal palace for worship. Children who appear in such families, fortunately, generally imitate such worship of the deities, even in the ways of childhood play. By the grace of the Lord Sri Krishna, he had the chance of being born in the Vaishnava family. And in our childhood, we imitated the worship of Lord Krishna by imitating our father. Our father encouraged us in all respects to observe all functions, such as the Ratha Yatra, the Dola Yatra ceremony, and he used to spend money liberally for distributing prasada to us children and our friends. Our spiritual master, who also took birth in a Vaishnava family, got all inspiration from his great Vaishnava father, Thakura Bhakti Vinoda. That is the way of all lucky Vaishnava families. The celebrated Mirabai was a strong devotee of Lord Krishna as a great lifter of Govardhana hill. The life history of many such devotees is almost the same because there is always symmetry between the early lives of all the great devotees of the Lord. According to Jiva Goswami, Maharaja Parikshit must have heard about the childhood pastime of Lord Krishna at Vrindavana, for he used to imitate the pastime with his young playmates. According to Sridhara Swami, Maharaja Parikshit used to imitate the worship of family deity by elderly members. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti also confirmed the viewpoint of Jiva Goswami. So, accepting either of them, Maharaja Parikshit was naturally inclined to Lord Krishna from his very childhood. He might have imitated either of the above mentioned activities, and all of them established his great devotion from his very childhood, a symptom of a Mahabhagavata. Such Mahabhagavatas are called Nitya Siddhas, or souls liberated from the birth. But there are also others who may not be liberated from birth, but who develop a tendency for devotional service by association, and they are called sadhana siddha. There is no difference between the two in the ultimate issue, and so the conclusion is that everyone can become a sadhana siddha, a devotee of the Lord, simply by association with the pure devotees. The concrete example is our great spiritual master, Sri Narada Muni. In his previous life, he was simply a boy of a maidservant. But through association with great devotees, he became a devotee of the Lord of his own standard, unique in the history of devotional service. Om Jnana-Timirandasya Jnana-Jan-Salakaya Chakshmitamenam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Asthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadadi Supadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Shatapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Sagana Raghunathan Vidantam Sajivam Sadhvetam Savadutam Prajana Setam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatapati Gopisa Gopika Kantam राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त गजन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वांक्षा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्टाय भूतले श्रीमती पताका स्वामिनिधि नामने नमः आचार्य पादाय नेताय कृपा प्रदायने गौरकथाधमदाय नगर ग्राम तारणे नमः। ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्टाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्त वेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्रील प्रभुपाद। So by the Anukampa of Prabhupada, blessings of the great Vaishnavas and our Gurus, and with your association, the Ganga of Bhagavatam is flowing through. Today we are hearing from Sri Saunaka addressing to his spiritual master, Suta Goswami. He is saying, Savi Bhagavatu Raja Pandavayo Maharatha Bala Kridan Kai Kridan Krishna Kridam Ya Adade. He is confirming that Maharaja Parikshit, the grandson of Pandavas, was from very childhood a great devotee of the Lord. It means the fame of the devotee is also spread as good as the Lord himself. That's why they say there is no difference between the Lord and his devotees, and he is a pure devotee. So, Saunaka knew about it. They have heard the glory of Maharaj Parikshit, not from Sukadeva Goswami, but from general masses, and from his very childhood. That's why it is said, Komaram Asrate Bhagno Dharman Bhagavatam Yaha. Right from the childhood, his Komar age, as good as age of 5, one should be introduced to towards the bhakti. Prabhupada is giving his own example. From very childhood, his father helped him to remember Krishna. to devote himself to Krishna. Although playful, but Krishna is absolute. Whether imitating, whether you are serious, result is same. And result is Krishna Prema. Even while playing the doll, he used to worship Lord Krishna, imitating the worship of the family deity. So that's why it says sometimes, you don't have to educate your children. You follow a certain prescribed duty in your home, they will simply follow. Yad yad acharat shrestha tatad evetaro janah sapramanamit kurute lokastad anuvartate. No separate education is required. They just imitate, they just follow. And naturally, the Krishna consciousness has a natural attraction. Very natural attraction. So, here, Saunaka is saying that he is to imitate right from the childhood. So, depending on the environment, whatever environment you give to your children, to your dependent, not only the children, to your dependent, they will follow. They simply follow. And the more they follow, the consciousness is purified. So, Prabhupada is saying that how we have been born, how my father used to help me doing Rath Yatra, Dhol Yatra, observing all the festival and distributing prasadam of the sweet to us and to all our friends. So it is right from the beginning. But Prabhupada is saying, okay, if suppose some of us may have not got the chance while we were children, but then having the association of pure devotees, we can inculcate the same habit, same love, same dedication, same responsibility toward doing the devotional service. So, Prabhupada has quoted the sloka 6.41. Prape punya kritam lokan ushitva shashwati sama suchenam srimatam gehi yoga bhrasto vijayate. The unsuccessful yogi, after many years of enjoyment on the planet of the pious living entities, is born into the family of righteous people or into the family of rich and aristocratic. So, swalpam abhisya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. Even a small step taken in remembrance of Krishna, in doing service to him or his devotees, we don't lose anything. It is accumulated. It doesn't go waste while the death occurs. It carries on. And that's why Prabhupada is saying that definitely Parikshit Maharaj must have been a great devotee of the pious earlier the lives. Because Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Shudullava. After many births, the Jnanis, they can understand who Krishna is. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. He is all in all. He is a maintainer. He is a protector. He is annihilator of all. And what is annihilation? The body. And body does not matter as far as soul is concerned. Soul can enjoy in any body, any place, any time, with the help or by the help of Krishna. Furthermore, it says, Bhagavad Gita also says, very lovely sloka, Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumam charat nishpraha niramamo nirhankara shashantim adhigacchati. A person who has given up all desire of sense gratification. Now, gratifying the senses actually need of the body, but there are ways and means. One is vidhipurvakam, one is avidhipurvakam. So there is nothing wrong gratifying the senses, but properly, by gratifying the senses of Rishikesha, If we gratify the sense of Rishikesha, our senses will automatically be satisfied, completely satisfied. And how that is possible? Who should be free from desire and who has given up the sense of proprietorship. It is very, very difficult to give up the proprietorship, I tell you. Very, very difficult. And the divide of false ego. It says, the false ego of water, when water creates the false ego, it becomes ice. And after some time, when the false ego, it disappears, it becomes water again. So we have that false ego proprietorship. That it is for me, it is mine. I'm a proprietor, I have to enjoy. I was sovereign over it. And then, without false ego, nobody can ever get real peace. So here Parikshit Maharaj, in complete peaceful situation. Where is this sloka? Yeah. So, by taking the birth in the family of Pandavas and being favored by Lord Krishna, it is not one janma. It is not just one pious activity. It could be millions and trillions of pious activities. Or Prabhupada saying these kind of people are known as Nitya Siddha. And we, practicing under the Guru and a particular banner, like ISKCON, we can become sadhana siddha. We can achieve siddhi by sadhana, has been guided, and we practice properly. So we can also become sadhana siddha. And we can transcend this material world. We all can go back home in the realm of Goloka and serve the Lord for His satisfaction. And the more you satisfy the Lord, the more satisfaction we get. And then there is a competition between serving the Lord and getting our satisfaction. The more we serve, like we say, the more we work, the more money we get. And the more money we get, the more we want to serve. It's a mundane way. Huh? The more money we get, the more we want to serve. And the more we serve, the more money we get it. In terms of overtime and things like that. Anyway, it may not be applicable for every one of us, but generally. So the more you do, the more you get. Similarly, the more service you do to Krishna, the more enjoyment you have got, and there is a big competition going on. And in the realm of Goloka, we are one with one, Krishna. Not with many, one with many, one to one. Very personal, very close, very intimate. And then by seeing Krishna laughing, we also laugh our heart out. This is the way of devotion. The people have practiced in the past and they will practice in the future. Bahubhava jnana tapasya puta madbhavam agataha. Many people have come to me, Krishna says. Where? Na tadavasati shuryu, na shashanko na bhavagaha, gatva nanivartante dadhama paramamama. To that abode, where there is no time, everything is present. There is no past, there is no future. Everything is present. And there is no need, neither lamentation nor hankering. You don't require anything. There is no hunger and there is no anger. Generally we get angry because we are hungry. Hungry for the position, or for the food, for the money, for any kind of thing. So if we are hungry, we get anger. So there is no anger and there is no hungry. And then that is called eternal. Always. Every time. With Sat, Chit and Ananda. Complete internal, full of knowledge and Ananda. So this is the devotion that Prabhupada gave it to the whole world that practice this. I have given everything that you need. And this is just more than enough. Even simply understanding Krishna. Even if you become Yoga Bharashtra, so there's a guarantee we will get a human form. Well, may not be immediately, but whenever we get it, there will be human form. So by doing Krishna consciousness, we lose nothing. They gain everywhere. And this is not a compound interest. It is raised to 10, raised to 100, raised to 1000, raised to 10,000. But those who are very manishina, those who are very thoughtful, those who have got the self-realization. And self-realization means all that has been written in the Shastra, propagated by the great Vaishnava. If you understand that's the way of life, I'll do it, that's a self-realization. So once somebody becomes self-realized, then you will enjoy. Then these material problems of adibhautik, adidevik, adhyatmik do not disturb him, do not perturb him, even if he is inflicted with. There is no morals. There is all a happy state of life. This is what has happened. So let me take to the text 16 also. Vayakisha Bhagavan Vasudeva Parayanaha Urugaya Gunodara Satam Suhir Samagame. Vayakisha Bhagavan Vasudeva Parayanaha Urugaya Gunodara Satam Suhir Samagame. Vayakisha Bhagavan Vasudeva Parayanaha Urugaya Gunodara Satam Shurhi Samagame. I'll read translation. Sukadeva Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, was also full in transcendental knowledge and was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, son of Vasudeva. So there must have been discussion of Lord Krishna, who is glorified by great philosopher and in the company of great devotees. Purport. The word Satam is very important in this verse. Satam means the pure devotees who have no desire other to serve the Lord. Only in association of such devotees are the transcendental glories of Lord Krishna properly discussed. It is said by the Lord that his topics are full of spiritual significance. And once one properly hears about him, in the association of the Satam, certainly one senses the great potency and so automatically attains to the devotional stage of life. As already described, Maharaja Parikshit was a great devotee of the Lord from his very birth, and so was Sukadeva Goswami. Both of them were on the same level, although it appears that Maharaja Parikshit was a great king accustomed to royal facilities, whereas Sukadeva Goswami was a typical announcer of the world, so much so that he did not even put a cloth on his body. Superficially, Maharaja Parikshit and Sukadeva Goswami might seem to be opposite, but basically they were both unalloyed pure devotees of the Lord. When such devotees are assembled together, there can be no topic save discussion of the glories of the Lord or Bhakti Yoga. In Bhagavad Gita also, when there is a talk between the Lord and his devotees Arjuna, there could not be any topic other than Bhakti Yoga. However, the mundane scholar may speculate on it in their own ways. The use of the word Cha refers here Vayasikihi suggests, according to Srila Jiva Goswami, that both Sukadeva Goswami and Maharaja Parikshit were of the same category settled long before, although one was playing the part of a master and other the disciple. Since Lord Krishna is the center of the topic, the word Vasudeva Parayanaha, or the devotee of Vasudeva, suggests devotee of Lord Krishna, the common aim, although there were many others who assembled in the place where Maharaja Parikshit was fasting. The natural conclusion is that there was no topic other than the glorification of Lord Krishna, because the principal speaker was Sukadeva Goswami and the chief audience was Maharaja Parikshit. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, as it is spoken and heard by two principal devotees of the Lord, is only for the glorification of the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So, Sonak again saying, Vaiyakesha Bhagavan Vasudeva Parayana Urugaya Gunodara Satam Syuri Samagame. If you see the scene of Sukatala, Sukadeva Goswami is Nagana Digambar, without any, even the loin clothes on his body. And Parikshit Maharaj also Nagana Digambar. He had a copy, of course. He is Nagana Digambar. So both of them, they had no material possession at all. No material possession. And that's why they could enjoy the Harikatha. Because there was no motive. There is no other motive. The motive was to discuss Harikatha for enjoying with Atma and Paramatma by the process of Harikatha. And Saunaka saying they must have been discussing because they had no other topic. Both of them, they were material possession. He was Aranyapriya, Sukadeva Goswami, and Maharaja Parikshit, though in the royal family, but a Raj Rishi. And that's why he could give up. Within a short notice, he just gave up everything. And that's why the discussion takes place. Now let us say when we meet, sometimes we discuss Harikatha maybe for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, and then we get into the Harikatha. Vyatha, Gramya Katha. How are you? Where do you stay? Which car you have got? When did you go last on leave? Where did you all go? And all these kind of things. Now we are talking this Yatha Karma Tatha Ruchi. We want to discuss what is my karma and what is my ruchi. More than that, these are a show. But devotees of Lord, even you see, Prabhupada will get up early in the middle of the night and he start writing the purports. Middle of the night. Or whenever he will get up, he will ask his devotees, okay, ask me a question. Because he was Vasudeva Parayana. And we all are here, Real Parayana. For real, we can talk the whole day. We can take the rupee exchange rate, or euro exchange rate, or the dollar exchange rate. So many things we can talk. We can talk on the politics, geopolitics, the environment, and everything we can talk other than Krishna. You know why? Because yatha karma tatha ruchi. According to my karma, according to my ruchi, I will only speak. And I can only speak. But the devotees of the Lord, they always discuss Harikatha. Whenever Narada will meet the four Kumaras, and they will say, okay, if you want to speak, we'll hear. And if you want to hear, we'll speak. Of Harikatha. Jnana yagnam karishyami, sukha sastra kathojvalam, bhakti jnana viraganam, astapanarthaya paryatnatah. Jnana yagnam karishyami. Let us do the Jnana yagna. And what is Jnana yagna? Sukha sastra kathojalam of Srimad Bhagavatam, what is spoken by Sukadeva Goswami. Bhakti jnana viraganam. To establish Bhakti Jnana and Vairagya, only one resource. And the source is Bhagavatam. Paryatna. Let us do Paryatna. Because the subject matter is very fast. You suppose you have got a 1 liter container and you want to go and fill the ocean in that. The part of the ocean you can take only one container. You cannot take the whole ocean. No way. The Srimad Bhagavata is much bigger than the ocean or Pacific, that's what we know, or Indian Ocean. It is much bigger than that Srimad Bhagavata. So what we can take, whatever come in our hand, or whatever have got a container, could be maximum 5 liter container, 10 liter container, not more than that. But that is enough. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. There are two ways to do it. Like you go to the Ganges or any river source, you pick the water in your hand, gulp it. That's one way of taking water. And another way is you jump into the water, submerge your body into it. To Srimad Bhagavatam, either you just jump into it and take all the slokas and take only one sloka. Tasmad ekena manusa bhagavan satatam patihi shrotabhya kirtitabhyascha dheya ichata bhayam is one. Now you can take all, you take just one. Yesterday I forgot that sloka, I remember now. Kalimagata magnaya kshetre asmin vaishnave vayam आसीनम दीर्घ सत्रेण कथायाम सचक्षण हरे. Sutta Goswami, Saunaka said, my dear Sutta, Kalimagata Magnaya, the age of Kali has begun, has come. Kshetre asmin Vaishnave vayam. We all have sat together in this kshetra, in this place. Asinam. For how long? Asinam. We are sitting now for a long time. Sastrena. For we are thinking for 1000 years is not even enough to know Harikatha. Would you believe it? Even Saunaka and Sutta, such a great exalted personalities, they are saying even 1000 years is not enough. One life is not enough. That is the potential of Srimad Bhagavatam. Asinam dirgha satrena kathayam sachakshana harehe. And katha will be only Hari, no other thing. So unlimited of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Saunaka is also here, but I am sure, my dear Sutta, they must be discussing about the Krishna Katha. Please enlighten us whatever you can remember. As much as you can remember. As kind you can tell us. Because we are eager to drink the nectar. And nectar is, you can drink any amount of it. Your tummy will not be filled. You want more. As I was saying yesterday, dil mange more. So, this is the Srimad Bhagavatam. Released only by the Paramhamsas. And the Paramhamsas, the Hansa, if you give him the milk with water, the Hansa only sucks the milk and leave the water. And one day I was telling in my class, Prabhuji, I have got so much of power by doing the devotional service that I can separate milk from the water. They are saying, really? I said, yes. Well, how? You see, I can make paneer out of it, the water will come out and milk will come out. See, this is my potency of my bhakti. So, this is meant for the Paramhamsas. But by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, even those released by Paramhamsa, the people like us eating puri bhaji, we can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. At least understand, if not execute it properly. So Srimad Bhagavatam is for all human beings. And anybody who uses it, take it, his life will become sublime. The perfection of human form will be achieved within no time. So with this, I come to the conclusion of my talk. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be with you, to remember a little bit of Krishna, a little bit of his devotees. Right, Lord.